Hey everyone, and welcome. We are doing a video today on Polyup, which is a fantastic new tool that will help build your students' computational fluency as well as computer science. It's amazing. So let's check it out. You have, this game was originally created for like an iPhone or iPad, so I think that's why the formatting's like this. These red buttons here indicate videos that you can watch. So if your students are stuck, they can get started with the video, and then the green buttons are your tasks. Let's do a task together so you can see it in action. So with this particular task, I need to make 10. I know this because it has this yellow perforated line with the 10 in the middle. That's the total that I need to make. The green buttons indicate the operations. I can't manipulate these green buttons. This is what I'm working with. I need to make an equation that has two expressions that are added together. And then I have my numbers, which I can manipulate. I can physically move these guys around, which is kind of cool. Let's see what they gave us. 2 plus 1. I know I'm adding here. This goes up. 2 plus 1 is 3. And then I'll add that sum to the second 3 here, which makes a total of 6. That's not going to make 10. So let's see what I can manipulate together to make 10. And I move, let's say I move, how about if I add this 7 here? Add 7 plus 2, which would give me 9. And then move the 3 down. So all I need is one more to make 10. And I'll press the Polyup. See if this script runs and makes 10. It's the first thing it's going to do, just like a coding program. It's going to do the first thing up and then the next thing in the sequence. Yes, we did it. Moving on. All right. Hope we're having fun. See what our next task is. This time I'm going to make 20. I have a subtraction and addition sign. So if I subtract 16 from 2, that'll give me 14. And then if I add 4 to 14, that's 18. Not quite 20. So let's think. What can I do here that'll give me a total of 20? Now, if I was just to run this, let's just say 16 minus 3 is 13 plus 4. Okay, that's 17. That's not going to give me 20. But let's see what happens if we do something with an error. Not quite. So we can just tap anywhere to continue. We go back to the original problem. Thinking again. So if I had 7 minus 3, that would give me 4. And 4 plus 16 makes 20. That should work. Boom. Awesome. Now we're doing it. Okay. Does get a little bit more complicated as you move through the tasks. Let's try another one. We're going to make 2 now. Okay, notice there's no numbers on the bottom, just working with operations. 4 plus 2, 6. And then it says to subtract. 6 minus 3 is 3, not 2. But I know if I have 6 and 3 and I divide instead of subtraction, that should give me 2. Move that down because it reads up. Let's try that. Now, if you're working with your kids, they can be writing down their equations that they make. So that would be what? 2 plus 4 divided by 3. And of course, using your parentheses to indicate which goes first. All right. How about we do this task? We're going to make 20 again. All right, 6 and 4, that is 10. But 10 minus 2 is 8, not 20. 6 plus 4 is 10. And 10 times 2. So let's get rid of that. Let's add the multiplication sign right there. 6 plus 4, 10 times 2 is 20. Should work. 6 plus 4, I'm going to write that down, times 2 equals 20. Awesome. See, I'm recording everything down in my recording sheet. So I have a record. I can also check and see if students understand how to take their equation and express it symbolically, which is where we want our students to go. I always get teachers that ask me, this is an awesome tool, but I want them to be able to transfer what they're doing here digitally into what they'll have to do on an assessment or a test, or just express it symbolically. You always want to have a recording sheet with all of your digital activities. All right, the last one we're going to do today, of course, we have to do fractions, right? All right, we have 1 plus 1 is 2, but I need to make 3.5. Notice this pound button here is going to allow me to manipulate the numbers. So taking a look, 1 plus 1 is 2, not quite 3.5. If I get rid of this number here, notice it only had one circle that says 2. And then I add 1 plus 2.5, that should give me 3.5. So all I need to do is drag the 2 over here. Now I have 2.5 as a circle, and bring it down onto the line. Here we go. Adding, perfect, run Poly. Boom, 2 is 3.5. So 2.5 plus 1 equals 3.5. We did it. All right, so that was a quick little tutorial on how to use Polyup. I know you're excited. Get started, play, share your comments, and what you're doing in the classroom using this tool.